Welcome. This is Teal from Whatwouldteosay Photography. Thank you for tuning in. This is the official first episode for this channel, and hopefully we will have many more channels. Today's topic is F your gear. Plain and simple, F your gear. The purpose behind this channel, before we get into this topic, is just to take the opportunity to discuss the philosophy of photography. There are many channels based off photography that you can get all assortments of information, and I wanted this channel to be a place of free thinking, a place of, or I should say, an opportunity to have a discussion about photography. You know, I've subscribed to many different channels, and most of them are good at what they do, but I felt like, you know, I wanted to bring my own perspective into this, you know, and also being a son of a videographer, you know, I had the opportunity to work along my father in the video stages of things, especially when we were doing film, no digital, and I learned a lot, and I brought a lot of those skill sets into photography, which in turn helped me develop my composition, my style, my skill sets, and things of that nature. And that's the purpose of this channel, you know, just having that room and opportunity to talk about photography. You know, sometimes we all get in that rut, and sometimes we just need a good conversation to get our gears turning, to get the storytelling mode to cut on, so we can take the best photography that we can take. With that being said, F your gear, now we bring it back. F your gear is about stripping down everything when it comes to photography. You know, the last few years, even down to the last couple of months, you know, we have seen more cameras, newer cameras, advanced technology in these cameras, and I am a fan. I have no issues with the newer technology. I think it's amazing. I think it's a way to keep the craft going. But what I'm talking about is more along the line of let's focus on the work. Let's focus on the importance of the work. Why are we taking photos? What is the purpose behind the photos that we present to the world? Because with the exception of paid work, and in some cases paid work, you can also have the opportunity to showcase a story, which we're going to get into a little bit with the pandemic and the protest that has been going on. So, you know, that storytelling, you know, that's the focus of everything. You know, working on your photography, you know, is your composition strong? Is your lighting good? You know, what are points or weaknesses that you can focus on, that you can work on to bring the best out of your photography? You know, myself, I'm a portrait social documentary photographer, you know, so I'm in the space of doing client work, and also in the space of creating work for myself to present to others. And I always try to think of ways to improve that, you know, because both genres for me are equally important. I think any form of photography that you do is is important, especially for you if you're doing it. And I'm always trying to figure ways to push the envelope. You know, telling that proper story. You know, it's interesting with COVID and the Black Lives Matter protests. We are in a time where everyone is giving their perspective and telling their story on what's going on in the area. You know, myself, you know, as a Buffalo photographer, I'm from New York. I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the video. Or I should say, I reside out of Buffalo. But we'll get more into my background in later episodes. But let's get straight into, let's stick to the topic at hand. These events that have been occurring have, for most photographers, never experienced this, including myself. You know, especially with the protests, the pandemic, and all these things going on. You know, I found a lane that I always wanted to do. You know, for some people, especially if you're like a photojournalist, you have to travel. You know, the opportunity presented. You know, you'll be working for a news agency and things of that nature. Now those things are a dying breed, but now it's right in our face. You know, taking the time to create your work out of what's going on today. You know, whether, and it could be any type of work. You know, I have photography friends that they're pushing the envelope. They're not necessarily doing the protest thing, but you know, they're focusing on different mediums that other artists may be creating. You know, and how it's affecting the community and things of that nature. You know, with a lot of my gear, you know, speaking of me, I sold a lot of my gear. I decided it was time to get rid of it. I felt like it was in the way. I felt like I couldn't, when it was time for me to do my photo walk, I'm trying to pick and choose what camera that I wanted to use. And that's not the space I wanted to be in. I want to be able to pick up a camera and go tell my story, you know, or go or try to get some images, strong images that'll make my day and share it, you know. And I share majority of my work on Instagram. You know, I do have a Facebook page. I have Twitter, have all those things. Towards the end, I'll give you those information. Follow them, follow you right back. And that was my reason with leaving my gear, selling it. You know, getting rid of it. I wanted to take the minimalist path in photography, and I wanted to focus on my work. I wanted to really hone down on skill sets that I felt that I needed to work on, because sometimes with multiple gears, you know, you really don't get the opportunity to just stay focused on one particular gear and really work that gear until you master it. You know, that's what makes a master photographer. They know their gear, they know it in and out, and they know exactly how to use it to produce the image that they want. That's the importance of it all. Thank you for spending your few minutes with me. I hope you find encouragement, inspiration in this video. I hope you are ready to go take some photos, do something amazing. Let me know your thoughts. Give me your comments. You know, do you agree or disagree? Do you even care about the whole gear generation? Does it even matter to you? With that being said, I'm Teo from Whatwouldteosay Photography. You can find me on Instagram, Whatwouldteosay_photography. The same thing with the Facebook page. And also the same with Twitter. I'll put in the link. I'll also put in my website as well. You get the chance to check out my portfolio. We'd love to hear what you have to say on it. Till then, my friends, you have a great one. Peace.